What's up, y'all? Today I've been actually holding off on this video, but a lot of people is confused on what's going on today, man. I mean, it's just like we're getting so much shit thrown in our face. Excuse my language. And people is kind of confused. You know, people are panicking. People are in fear, and as a result of that, they're not able to think for themselves. They're not able to think clearly. They're watching mainstream media and listening to every word that they're saying, not even knowing that we have deities on this earth right now that are in control, and you're not going to be able to really see without your 2020 vision. And I have that vision, but I'm here to help you guys out, man. Let me show y'all what I'm talking about. So basically what we about to get down into is why this pandemic is even happening. I've been aware since 2012, going crazy, you know what I'm saying? And then it finally happened. So like I can help you guys out, man. And you know, I can't really just talk my facts. I gotta actually provide factual facts for the bots, you know what I'm saying? They want to see links, they want to see shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna call out names, but like, you guys know who I'm talking about. And there's not even just one specific person, there's a whole bunch of people, you know what I'm saying? They're not gonna want to believe this. And another thing I have to say, because it's gonna get really deep, I'm not racist, man. I'm just aware that what's happening, and I'm aware of our history, you know what I'm saying? So like, for example, African history, you already know, like, we've been through slavery, people's been raped, people's been killed, our history has been distorted and everything. So like, I mean, you can call that racist, but that's just fucking facts, you know what I'm saying? So like, we are in school learning about bullshit ass history. Now, zoom until today, everything's fucking flipping, you know what I'm saying? Like, the truth is coming out. The people who created this world, this illusion, they're actually dying out. And that's what I'm saying. When I get down to these facts and this information, I don't want people to think that I'm racist. So that's why I'm providing these links from the CIA.gov website. Not only that, I'm going to just like, I'm not going to try to, I'm going to make this as quick as I can, because this video honestly can be an hour long. You know what I'm saying? So like, let me just get into it. All right, guys, I just want to show you guys this article to start off with, but I will admit that there is some construction going on outside my house. So I will try to speak a lot much more clear than, you know, so you guys can understand what I'm saying. I'm not going to let it stop me. But what I would like to show you guys is this fact check right here for was Planned Parenthood started to control the black population. And as we know, Margaret Sanger was actually the founder of Planned Parenthood. But before it was called Planned Parenthood, it was actually called the Negro Project. And the reason why it was called the Negro Project is because she wanted to control the black population, as you can see right here. Now, a lot of people is not going to even understand what this word is. You know, a lot of people vocabularies isn't that big, but let me just quick web search that for you right now. So basically, she doesn't have love, as you can see right here, love for obviously black people. So that's why this whole Negro Project was actually fucking created. Let me show you guys something real quick. So like, the Negro Project, they actually want the black population to not thrive. So what they had done was they have the black woman abort their babies. You see what I'm saying? And then with that aborted baby, they use that fetal tissue to create new vaccinations, you know what I'm saying? Or possibly create, like, you know, study the genetics and figure out how you can manipulate it to create more diseases specifically for these genetic people, aka black people. You see what I'm saying? And then they start making vaccinations after they create these diseases. So like, for example, you could have coronavirus, you know what I'm saying? They have these labs. We know this stuff, that they have labs that they create these viruses with, and there has to be cures. And this is how it is started. And as you can see, that they use black people as fucking test dummies. You know what I'm saying? Now, not only that Margaret Sanger created Planned Parenthood, aka the Negro Project, we actually have Bill Gates' fucking father, who was the head of Planned Parenthood. Ain't that kind of crazy? Think about it, man. We're going through a pandemic right now, right? Okay. Now they're trying to create a vaccination shot, right? But I just showed you guys how Bill Gates' father, you know, father like son, was tied in with the Negro Project with Margaret Sanger, and they wanted to control the black population. I'm going somewhere with this, so just bear with me. Have an open mind, guys. Look at this shit. Bill Gates' father was the head of Planned Parenthood. Many saw this as a covert means to justify abortion amongst minorities to reduce the population, which he has been so concerned with. Kind of just like Bill Gates himself right now, the son. That he's so concerned with it that he's working in Nigeria and stuff like that. And that's another video. is why he supported the climate change movement. You see, it's not really well, there is a climate change, and that's what I'm all getting to. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just show you guys the climate change, plus like why they're so fascinated with black people, man. Like, let me just show you guys real quick. Man, fuck that other video shit. I'm just gonna pull up the facts right here. Check this out.
I funded a disease modeling group that uses computer simulation, and that work has been phenomenal in helping us target our polio eradication resources and, you know, which parts of Nigeria should we work harder on. And it's very natural if you have.
Now, look at this right here, man. This is actually from a fact-checking website. As you can see, did Melinda Gates say this about black people and COVID-19 vaccination? Now, I'm going to tell you guys, she's talking about, basically, it's true. Look she's trying to give the black people vaccination shots first. But what she wants to do to make, cover up to make it seem better is that she wants to give it to the people who's in the medical fields first, so then they could actually, give the vaccination shots, safely, because they won't be, spreading coronavirus to the medical, people, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like an all fucking cover up, bro. Just like Planned Parenthood was a cover up. But let's proceed with the real facts real quick. Now, so this is something that people need to, probably take advantage of. I mean, but it doesn't really matter about them. This is my personal research here. So I actually got myself into the CIA website here, and I already went through the whole fucking list and everything. It goes from country to country, and you can count the statistics yourself and add it all, and you're going to see the basically what they're going to be providing here. So as you can see, like right down here where I just click, it says www.cia.gov library docs. And basically what I'm showing you guys right now is that they update this page every fucking week, bro. Look at this shit right here. I'm going to show you guys. Watch. All of this right here is showing you that they update it every fucking week. So visitors can follow the fact book on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube, where travelers can download single-page travel facts and one-page country summaries. The World Fact Book is a unique reference in that it is updated continuously on an average of every week, bro. So, like, let me tell y'all my facts and what I found. 1 second. So we're going to start here with the black population, right? As you can see, 1 second. Now, as you guys can see, I'm trying to make this video as quick as possible because it can be an hour long, but this is still the CIA.gov library fields right here, but just present it as a short, answer right here for my question right there. Black population 2020 CIA. This is this year. So as you can see, it says African and blacks right under there. It says African. Can I click it? African and blacks are 85.3% of Earth's population here in 2020. And this is a fucking fact, bro. This is on your CIA.gov website. Now, I normally don't like to pull up my social media, but today I actually posted something, man. The true size of Africa, man. Look at this. You could literally fit in every other country inside of the African continent. You see that? That's how big Africa is. But they lied to you, bro. False illusions is what I try to tell people, you see? So as I'm trying to show you guys the accurate percentages for black people on Earth here in 2020 right now, before they try to depopulate us, let me show you the current statistics for the white European race here on Earth. 1 second, let me pull that up. All right, and as far as the European race go here on planet Earth in 2020, we don't even have 1 billion people. We have 850,000 people, Europeans, that walk this earth today here in 2020. So as you can see, it's only 11.5%. And the reason why that is because of this. Watch this. I had actually put up some facts. So basically, up in 2015, it shows the birth rate of whites. You see what I'm saying? And this is just in the US. So, I mean, this is just, it's not like the whole entire world, but I mean, you could pretty much tell that, if white people are dying here in the US, then maybe the rest of the world might be potentially dying, but maybe not as fast as the US, because we got fucked up foods, but that's another video. But anyways, as you can see, the blue line was actually the birth rate of white Americans. Now, as you can see, the black line is actually the deaths, and you see the deaths was actually at an all-time low, 2006, 2008, 2010.
But now it's starting to spike up. And look at, as you can see, around 2014, between 2016, as you can see, 2015, that's where it would have to be at. Look at, I'm going to zoom in. 2015 is right in the middle. That's when things started to change for the European race. Now, it's 2020. Think about how many people are dying. Think about the chart. Think about how high that the deaths are actually going further and further. Now, think about the birth rates. You see what I'm saying? Now, Earth is actually getting hot. That's why we were talking about climate change. And like just about like 2015, it was every hour 2 European people would die just basically because of the sun exposure, aka radiation. They would die every hour, 2 of them. So as you can see, this is an actual chart of the white population, and they're dying faster than being born. So that's why I can easily say that this is why the pandemic is going on, because we have people in power who do not want to give up their power. You know, and the thing is like, all we have to do is enlighten each other, come together in peace, and figure out ways to, you know, thrive together. Like, for example, man, we have a whole bunch of the ocean that we don't even really use. You know what I'm saying? We cram everybody into cities, and, you know, we have some small towns too, and we have people who are off grid as well. But like, why don't we utilize the ocean? Why don't we go down there and create little habitats so that people can live and, you know, and keep the oceans clean? You know, that way we can actually create a better life on Earth, because we would have to clean the oceans. We would be working together so there wouldn't be racism, and then we would be able to explore more of the ocean. We only know not even like 10 or 15% of what's in the ocean. So like, it'll be a good way to actually start life in the ocean. Now, guys, listen, man, I'm not trying to sound racist when I'm saying this, but like, you guys could literally look up what I'm looking at right now. Like, I was kind of curious what happened in 2015, but as you can see, the New York Times Post, this is all accurate. 2018, man. You know what I'm saying? I encourage you guys to go look at all this stuff too. The births and CDC. You see that? 21 pages. They have everything right there, but I don't want to make this video too long, so we're going to have to keep moving on to the next one. Kind of want to take it here because like I just told you guys how we could just utilize Earth, come together in peace, you know what I'm saying, to create a better life for everybody on Earth. Europeans do not have to die. But listen, they want to actually get us onto another planet, aka Mars, and this is what they have been doing. You guys are not aware right now because you're probably focused on like your family, your kids, probably watching the news, and they're putting fear into you, but you're not trying to think for yourself and figure stuff out. But that's why I'm here. Look it, man. In order to get to Mars, it only takes 115 days. It's very possible. You know what I'm saying? Now, one thing that I want to show you guys is they've been actually trying to rush this for a cool ass minute. So by the year 2024, we're supposed to be going there. But let me show you how hot Mars is, bro. It's actually pretty cool. 63 degrees, right? You see that? It doesn't really get that hot. Let's scroll down right here. So it says like, it gets about 86 degrees max, you know what I'm saying? But it is a cool 70 degrees, you know what I'm saying? And like, what I do understand, when you don't have when you're not a melanated being, you do get sunburn. And this is why people are dying, because of the exposure of the radiation from the sun. Now, I don't think we necessarily, I mean, the idea of going to Mars is cool, but like, we could literally just stay on Earth. We have the Antarctica where half of the year is sunny and half of the year is dark. Like I said, we could go in the ocean and create little habitats for people to, you know, thrive under. And we could just come together and work like that. You know, we have melanated people such as Hispanics, blacks, and natives, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, there's even more people I can mention, but those are like the top 3 right now. Anyways, carrying on. We could work in the sun. We could soak up the sun. It's going to get hotter and hotter. And then eventually it may cool down. But like, we don't necessarily have to leave planet Earth, man, is all I'm saying right now. So like, it's as you guys can see, man, this is agendas on top of agendas right here. All right, now y'all still following me, man. So pretty much that was enough detailed information to show y'all what the fuck is really going on. You could think for yourself, but I'm gonna continue this, man. I want to show y'all how poorly they are testing us, and these confirmed cases we don't really have to worry about. I mean, think about this, man. Would you be scared for your life for confirmed cases, or would you be scared for your life for everybody dying, falling out of nowhere? You know what I'm saying? Honestly,
I'm not scared of no cases because I know that like this is something new and like it's hard to get an accurate testing. Secondly, if people were dying, then I'd be like, God damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm about to go live in the redwoods or something, bro. But like, people's not dying. We're just seeing confirmed cases being like pushed out when you watch these platforms such as like CNN, the news, and all this stuff, like the articles and shit that you read on Facebook, and it's just like confirmed cases, and then now you're panicking and you're already like thinking like people are dying. No, people are not dying like that, bro. Yes, people are dying from the coronavirus. A small amount of people. You've seen people like can't even breathe and stuff like that, bro. But like the confirmed cases ain't really nothing, bro. They could put up numbers how they want to. Now let me show y'all how this shit works. To show you guys about the testing, how poor they cannot test, because like I said, these people have studied this stuff for a very long time and they already know what's up. And another thing is too, like, we want to talk about the viruses already being in your body and what happens when it gets out of your body. Like once it's out and it's extracted out of your body, you're actually gonna pretty much fucking die. Like we have some of these fucking viruses already in our body, and that's why we have an immune system, you know. Like, anyways, I'm not really like a professional on this, so I'm gonna let these two, you know, professionals, you know, especially not only that they're just professionals, you know, sometimes people have a hard time listening to black people, you know what I'm saying? So like, let the European race tell y'all what's the fuck's going on. Listen to this.
There's just no way that the testing could actually do anything but generate a false positive. So, right? So is that, you've come to the similar conclusion?
Yeah, maybe I could flesh this out for people because I think it might help. At least this is my understanding. I'm not saying it's 100% correct, but the first, is that all right if I go into it?
Oh, I'd love that.
You know, the first time I started questioning this, I graduated medical school in 1984. And I've talked to other doctors who are similar age, and we sort of laughed that the only thing we knew about immunology then was if you have antibodies, you're immune, right? The way I would put that is if you have German measles when you're a child, you'll always have antibodies the rest of your life to German measles. German measles, if you get it as an adult, it can cause arthritis. But if you have somebody coming in at age 60 and they say, Tom, I got, you know, my knees are really hurting. I think I have arthritis. It may be caused by German measles. And you say, do you have German measles symptoms? No, but I did when I was a child. So now, okay, I'm going to test to see if this arthritis is caused by German measles. So I do an antibody test, and the antibody is positive because he had German measles as a child. You do not tell him you have German measles, that's why you have arthritis. The antibody test means you're immune, you don't have German measles. So in 1984, there I am walking down the street, and there's this AIDS epidemic, and they announced they found an antibody to an HIV virus that means that's the cause of the disease. And I remember turning to my friend and saying, who changed the rules?
Right.
I mean, I spent 4 years learning that if you have antibodies, you're immune.
Yes.
And now they're telling me that that means they have a disease. So that was the first time I thought, I don't know, something weird here. But now, if you put this in today's context, scary part of this is the way the test is done. They take a piece that's supposedly unique to that virus, and they accentuate it through cycles, 20 cycles, 40 cycles, because they can't find it just with one. And if you get it up to 60 cycles, you find it with everybody. So it's not unique to that virus.
No.
So, but if you do it 35 cycles,
right,
then you don't find it with anybody. So you can actually, by choosing the number of cycles,
yes,
you can choose how many people will test positive.
Right, and would you agree that even if you find the virus present in any human or any human with a set of symptoms like fever or respiratory distress, it doesn't prove causality? That
no, it could be an excretion of the cell.
Right. There could be excretion of the cell. There's an infinite number of factors that go into producing a symptom in a specific individual. So this whole model is really absurd on a really basic level.
Right.
Right.
And when you do that, and when you don't know whether it's the causative agent, or maybe there is no such thing in that context as a causative agent, maybe it's just a message, you can't use a surrogate marker in that case. Yes. And the problem then, if the false positive rate, if you do 40 cycles, is 1%, and you go test 20 million people, next thing you know, you have 200,000 people test positive, and you've got an epidemic.
Right. Well, what David Crow did in his recent article.
Look at the certificates on their wall. He even talked about he's been studying stuff for 4 years. And I mean, they have degrees on top of degrees. But we're going to carry on to more of the video here. What I would like to talk about here would probably be the virus in the body. So this is what happens when the virus is in your body and it gets taken out, like I just previously said.
We wouldn't survive it.
No, I think that's really important. This morning I was thinking to myself, there's so much fear around infection, exposure to viruses, but we would literally die the moment you take the viruses out of our body.
Yes.
Right? 9 to 11% of the hard-coded protein-coding genes in the human genome are retroviral in origin, which is supposed to be the most scary of all viruses.
Right.
And then categories of viruses. And then you have the fact that there's an order of magnitude more viruses by number than bacteria in the microbiome, which means fundamentally we're more viral than anything else, actually. Yes. So it's pretty absurd.
Which is it's all a reflection of our general alienation from ourselves. We don't trust ourselves. We don't believe ourselves. We believe that people have to tell us what to eat, what to breathe, what to drink, how to live, how to put something over your face so you don't sneeze, who to be in contact with. I mean, it's nuts. Right.
Yeah, I mean, I had a conversation with Charles Eisenstein recently on this topic, and, you know, I was a student of Foucault, and he talked about biopolitics, and what I'm seeing with the unfolding of this narrative, you know, the one narrative that rules them all, basically, which is that some novel form of the common cold virus is so deadly that it requires we invoke military powers, not just among states, but on a global level, to supervene and preempt all sovereign states' rights, is really remarkable. I mean, it's really a poorly written, you know, B Hollywood film, but
I just want to say this. That's what the fuck we're going through right now. When we had the Italy cases, you know, we had American troops over there. You know, they're actually using the troops. So, like, what these people are saying is not false. It's actually correct, man. These are people. Look at his wall. This man studied for a living, bro. Like, come on, bro. Come on.
You know, what I'm seeing is it's really more obviously about control than it is about anything else. And so what you're saying is really profound, is that the individual is a frightening concept to anyone that would want to control large numbers of people. And, you know, I think this...
All right, man. I told y'all, man, already. So we're going to have to move on to the next one. The next one, I want to bring back up 5G towers because, like, I mean, I made videos on this, how 5G towers can affect the world. But let's just think about 4G for a second, all right? So 4G... it already then we see birds, fishes, and bees die out of nowhere, bro. Like, literally just drop dead. Now, think about this. We were not able to feel that frequency for the simple fact that, like, humans' frequency is a lot more stronger, you know, bigger animals and such like that, all right? Now, think about 5G towers. With 5G, you can actually turn the motherfucking frequencies up, down, however you want to. And it was actually used as a biological weapon, I believe, and it was like in Iraq or one of these places in Iraq, and like our military used it for crowd control. You see what I'm saying? So when you think about that, man, and you have 5G all around your neighborhood, it already don't look good. You see what I'm saying? But you guys are going to want more facts, right? All right, cool. So like, I encourage y'all to also look up for yourself, not just look at what I'm finding, you know, look up for yourself, open up your mind, bro. You know what I'm saying? With 5G towers, since they can turn up the frequency way higher than actually 4G is, we can actually feel the effects, man. So like, people are actually fucking getting sick out of nowhere, right? Getting symptoms, but they're not dying. Don't you see that? Connect the dots, bro. I mean, like, we have these 5G towers being put up, right? And people are starting to feel sick. They have symptoms. They're calling in because they feel sick, right? Now, I'm going to let the video, these doctors, these European doctors, tell y'all about these 5G towers and the human body as well, because it has something to do with the fucking water on Earth and the frequencies, aka the human body has water. We're about 85% of water. Watch this. Yo, but before I show you guys this stuff about the 5G towers and the water and such, let me show y'all something real quick, man. I do remember China actually rolling out right before the virus started, bro. They had actually 5G before us. They're ahead of us because their cities, they're far advanced when it comes to technology. But out of nowhere, China just gave up 5G and moved on to 6G. And I'm aware that, like, and I think it's North Korea or South Korea, they have all the way up to 10G. But like, China specifically skipped 6G for a reason, and 5G for a reason, and went to 6G. Why? And it only was out for a few months. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are actual facts right here, bro. And they took it down and moved over. And now the United States and everywhere else is putting up 5G towers, but people are burning it down. You see what I'm saying? And you got to ask yourself why. Now, like I said, I'm going to let these doctors talk for y'all real quick, because you got to hear the European saying shit. You know what I'm saying? Professionals. This is what you got to do. Peep game.
5G network. A number of the factors are coming together, perhaps.
So yeah, it's the cell is a crystalline network of water, which is an electromagnetic sensor for the energy of the sun and Jupiter and the Earth and you and me and your wife and the dog and everything.
Yes.
That's the water is a living, vibrating crystal that has the flexibility to change depending on the field that it's exposed to. And then if you put a deteriorating field in there, like 2.4 gigahertz, it will form abnormal shapes, which essentially, like I said, are like getting your radio out of tune. And then you can't hear the music of Jupiter anymore.
Yes.
And so then you're out of sorts. This is sort of how Steiner described it.
Yes.
You're out of sorts, and your only recourse is to package these crystalline poison up and excrete them.
Wow.
And that's called viruses.
Well,
So the whole thing is sort of, that's what happened. Poison the cell, particularly with a non-native, oxygen-eating electromagnetic field, poop out viruses, blame the viruses. Here we are.
Amen. Well, this is a very important view, and a lot of the alternative space regarding, understanding pathogens it's all about the forest floor metaphor. Viruses, fungi, bacteria help to accelerate the decomposition of, expended matter, debris. And I think this view is really essential in help navigating the future. And again, also helping us to see, that the emperor is naked, that there really is no pandemic as conventionally conceived insofar as, right, it's almost medieval, really. I mean, the coronavirus medical masks are like these beak masks that these doctors in the plague used to wear, only I understand they stuffed them through with garlic. So actually they were more advanced than us, potentially. But it's really remarkable that we think there are these invisible things that these priest-like, doctors with their scrying technology, their PCR tests can ascertain our fate with. It's really, I'd rather go to the New Age shop and get a crystal reading because it's usually more accurate, but it's the same level of insight and awareness around what's actually happening.
Yeah, I mean, I often tell patients, I ask them, so what's up? And they say, oh, I got a virus. And I say, are you sure you didn't get hexed by a witch?
Amen.
That's what in 1600, you go to a doctor, what's the matter? Sarah, that witch down the road, she put a spell on me. Now I'm sick. Oh, okay, well, take this thing, you'll be better. Now that people come in, I have a virus. How do you know? Did you see it? No, I didn't see it. How do you know? Because Frank down the road, he got sick too.
Wow.
Seriously. Anyways.
Amazing. Wow. Well, the thing about viruses I think people need to understand is that one way of describing them is they're pieces of genetic information in search of chromosomes. They help to mediate changes in our immediate environment so that we can adapt our immunity and our physiology to changing circumstances. They are what enables our genome, epigenome to be flexible. So they're amazing, actually, in what they can do.
And I don't think we should also downplay the fact that it is possible in that scenario that you just said that they could also be harmful, or they could create an overly enthusiastic, as people say, cytokine storm and all this stuff. So you could have an abnormal.
All right, guys, there's a lot of construction going on, so I'm going to go ahead and move over to the next room while I record. But I basically want to say this, man. This is actual facts right here, man. There's actually like deities, bro, on this fucking earth. Like, we have aliens on this earth right now that people are not aware of. And like, what's happening is they want to kind of control the human population. They want to control us. Because think about this, man. If I was a human in power, or you're a human in power, right? Would you be trying to control the world like this? You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't you be trying to help the people out? So then that way, in your eyes, in their eyes, you know what I'm saying? You look like you're really a good being, a good person, you know what I'm saying? But like, in order to try to kill off the world, control the people and stuff like that, you have to be not human, bro. Like, just really open up your fucking minds and think about it. I don't care how much money you have, bro. Like, people are still like, all right, think about Elon Musk. Like, I don't really like these people. Donald Trump, even though they have money, they're still trying to help out the human race in some type of way. Like, Elon Musk is trying to get people, like, he's aware of this same situation that I am too. So like, instead of like thinking of how we could utilize Earth and keep people here, he wants to send people to Mars. So that's already kind of like a plus there. You see what I'm saying? But like, we don't have to go to that length there. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to do that. We can just utilize all of Earth. I mean, 1 + 1 got to be 2, bro. But anyways, like I'm saying, it's just like, y'all got to be aware of these fucking, like, these deities, these low frequency beings, bro. That's why they're controlling this world, man. And they're trying to gain access to everybody here on Earth, man. They want to depopulate us so they can fully control us and never, ever lose this fucking control. So that's why it's important for us to come together, man. All right, man. It's really starting to get, like, pretty noisy out here with all the construction and shit. But before I end this video, I just want to share this with y'all real quickly, man. So this is a post that I made on Facebook, and feel free to follow me, Timothy Lockett. I mean, you can't miss the black guy with the shirt off, tattoo on his chest. It says, "Fear no man but God." But check this out. So as a conscious and spiritual motherfucker, when we were out protesting 2 months ago, we were chanting, "I can't breathe." I'm gonna say this from a spiritual perspective. Manifestations are a powerful tool. You can speak, write, or visualize anything into your existence. It's kind of like the law of attraction. You know what I'm talking about? If you guys seen that movie or whatever. But anyways, now the whole world was chanting, "I can't breathe." That itself is manifesting something right before our eyes. Take a look let's take a look at the very few COVID patients. You notice how they can't breathe and is placed on the respirator machine? You know what I'm saying? Breathing hella hard. Now, let's zoom all the way back to the Amazon rainforest burning for 30 days straight, 30 days, 30 nights, back around November. The Amazon makes up 20% of Earth's oxygen or more. Can't you see now? The Earth couldn't breathe back in November, but before this pandemic. Then we have the Rona virus leading up to protesting and chanting to the world, like basically, you know, "I can't breathe" when George Floyd died. Every motherfucking human on Earth was chanting, "I can't breathe." You see what I'm saying? So where did we get the words "I can't breathe" from? This is why I believe George Floyd's death was used for an agenda. He was sacrificed and we took the bait. I quit protesting because I soon realized how deep the shit is. These people that are in control of the world, these deities I was just telling y'all about, isn't even human. They are bad spirits, but people can't see them without the 20/20 vision. Now, they are using our energy as a whole
and people don't know it because now the whole universe is chanting, I can't breathe. So they are using our whole energy as a whole to benefit them. They are treating all humans on earth as if we're just cattle. Now they are pushing and hurting folks out of fear to get vaccinated. All we need to do is come together and we can literally stop this. But guess what? They have us divided on earth through religion, wealth, health, and the most important one is race. Now we are on the verge of a race war. So you're telling me an albino tiger and a normal tiger can still love each other, be in the same species, but the human can't? How are we even the dominant species on Earth if we operate on the lowest vibration on Earth? That's why we have the chosen few like me and a few others to enlighten the masses. You know what I'm saying? People who are in fear watching CNN and all that stuff. I like to call them bots. We are going to call they're going to call everything conspiracy or even call me crazy, but I really don't care. But they fail to see what's happening right before their own eyes, what's manifesting. The shit gets deep when you swallow that red pill, man. And I swallowed that motherfucker since when I was born on this earth, like in the fucking spirit, bruh. Listen, my mom birthed me, bruh, when I was already consuming that red pill, so I was already born like this, bro. But anyways, I'm gonna have to go shopping, get my day started. I did spend a few hours on this video, and I don't want to make this too long, and I can already see it's gonna be a long video. So anyways, man, take care of yourself. If y'all have any questions, go ahead and comment in the section. Please subscribe to me if you're new. Definitely, I want you guys to share this video. Just please get it out, man. I put up some information for you guys to go ahead and share it amongst the people. I'm not lying to you guys. You can look up all this stuff yourself and even make videos for yourself, man. I'm just here to alert the people. Like I said, man, I'm chosen by God, and this is my time. This is my purpose to shine, man. So don't knock me down, bro, if you ain't thinking for yourself, bro. Anyways, y'all have a good day, and I'm out. I love y'all.